When I was 10 years old, Land of the Lost debuted on NBC as a Saturday morning kids show. Produced by the fine folks over at Sid and Marty Krofft Productions, this show was a little different than their previous efforts. This time the stakes were higher, as the Marshall family are transported from our world to another one where prehistoric dangers are around every corner. As a kid, I ate this stuff up. Each week I would be transported to another land with amazing adventures, filled with the often kind Pakuni and the always malevolent Sleestack. Man, I hated those guys. The show ran for 3 seasons, which if you're familiar with any of the other Sid and Marty Krofft shows, that's the equivalent of a show running for 10 years or more. Sid and Marty usually only had their shows run for a single season, and then they'd move on to the next project. Great examples of this are shows like The Bugaloos, Lidsville, and Electra Woman and Dyna Girl. But Land of the Lost definitely deserved a second season and a third season. Sid and Marty would later include Land of the Lost in their syndicated Krofft Super Show package, and reruns would also find their way back to network television again in the 80s, finding a whole new audience of fans. Star Trek alumnus David Gerrold, writer of the classic episode The Trouble with Tribbles, was heavily involved in the creation of this show. As a Season 1 story editor, Gerrold, along with Alan Fushko, helped with the development of scripts, and helped to flesh out the simple kids show concept that the brothers Sid and Marty Krofft had come up with. So there you go. Are you a fan of Land of the Lost? Let me know in the comments section below, and while you're at it, give me a thumbs up and think about subscribing to my channel. I talk about music, movies, and television, mostly from the 60s, 70s, and 80s. You know, the good stuff. And as always, thank you so much for watching.